Hello, hi, welcome everyone. Today we get to start sharp at 3 p.m. UAE time. This is Faisal, Senior Account Executive here at Odoo. And today's topic, it's a pretty fun one. Achieving zero stock discrepancy using Odoo 18. Simple layman's terms, knowing how to run a inventory management system, warehouse management system, stock statement management system. Call it whatever you will. It is a big part of every business. So we spent time and effort, and right now, as the name says, we're on version 18, which means we've had 18 iterations of refining and defining our inventory management system. So today, I'll show you on how we do things on our end and how this can impact you and your business. So we'll get right into it. Just before I start speaking and start doing the presentation and demo, I will give it a second if anyone else is hopping on, and also just to check in if everyone can hear me okay. So if you can, just give me a quick hi on live chat just to know that I can hear you, that you guys can hear me okay. I'll give it a quick second or so before I start presenting. Okay, let's see. All right, perfect. Now, we'll start with a simple presentation, quick and easy one, just to inform on the situation that we have and what we're going to discuss today in terms of a demonstration. Achieving zero stock discrepancies using Odoo, right? We know the critical component inventory holds for any business that has a tangible product. And obviously here, we want to make sure that it is up and running for system itself. 1 second, I need to be able to share this screen. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. Can you guys see my screen of the presentation? Just quickly, if you can, just give me a quick thumbs up. Because I believe I am on the demo page and I should be on the sorry. Just let me quickly check in on this. If not, then we will go just straight for the demonstration itself. 1 second. Okay, let's see what screen pops up for us now. Okay, we're back to the other screen. Just give me 1 quick minute, guys, just to confirm on setting this up. Just give me 1 quick second. Sorry for the delay, tech, honestly, saves us and adds a little bit of a bumper into it as well, So the screen that you guys are able to see is the demo screen, which is stuck, and we do have a bit of a presentation just before we get to the demo. I do want to show you that part as well. So I'm just trying to make sure that that screen pops up. If not, then we can just go straight for the demonstration part itself. Apologies, everyone. Sorry if it's taking a quick second. While I do this, I know you're looking at my lovely face while trying to figure this out. It happens. Sometimes these things happen and it's okay. Okay, message the tech guy. He's gonna look into it straight away and then come back and try to help us out on this. When I do share my screen, I want to ask you guys just to message and put it down. What do you see? What web page do you guys see? Do you mind just letting me know what do you see? Do you see like the inventory page with 3 red lines? Yep, inventory over your screen. Thank you, Naeem. You should be able to see the other screen, and which is stuck on the inventory screen as well. I'm just making sure that you see the actual screen, not the backend. Yes, the OB has opened. The OB is open, and I'm just making sure that which audio page they can see, and they should be able to see full screen. Actually, full screen is set. Sorry, guys. Just give me one quick minute. I know everyone's standing here waiting. Apologies for that. Just one quick thing. Okay, and I am back. Yeah, it was a bit of a framing issue. I believe we should be good now. So we are going to go to Stream Deck and click Screen Share Page. And let's see it pop up now. Let me know if you guys can see the overview page. I believe you can. Perfect. We'll make it quicker because I know we did spend a bit of time on setting this up. So, achieving zero stock using Odoo, right? Why we're here, why are you guys here? It's because of this lovely, innovative person, Fabian, Fabian is the CEO and director of Odoo, the founder of Odoo, and his biggest concept is to help companies grow, right? Every company out there has the privilege, the right to expand, grow, increase in size, and we just want to be a part of your journey and unleash your potential. Now, why even have this webinar? Why even have a conversation of having a seamless inventory management system, right? The biggest part is the automation of movement. Knowing how things and product move within your cycle, this is what an inventory management system unlocks for us. And then, of course, once it happens, there's a big concept of history of things, how things have moved, how things have been established. So both through. Now, what happens when you don't have one? Obviously, this is common for any system, but muddled reporting, your reporting formats, your current day-to-days is all out there. Inefficiencies and bad reporting, of course. Financial losses. When you're dealing with a tangible product, there's a bit of a price that comes with it. So, obviously, dealing with a bad management system is where you incur unnecessary financial losses. And then, of course, the biggest concept of efficiency is time wasted is money wasted. What does Odoo do well? We are an all-in-one system, right? A one-stop shop. So seeing from where to when to how your stock is moving, right? This is how we get to the zero discrepancy part, because you are in control of your stock. Seamless integration, how things move simultaneously within operations, within the system itself. Let's say sales with deliveries, with purchase with receivables, internal transfers, moving around of your stock, all of that being in one place. Now, this is a traditional approach of a system, right? You'll have all these model operations, all these individual business operation systems, and then you'll try to make them speak to each other and then try to go for a system. What Odoo does well is we have it all consolidated in one platform itself. An already established functioning ERP within Odoo. An app for every need, right? And here you can see on your screen all these bunch of systems, and obviously the biggest guy in terms of logistics is SAP. And I'll show you how we stand against them. And I think we do make an impact. Worldwide, 19 employees, 12 million users. I believe this is an older version. I think we're close to 15 million users now. Now we get straight into the demo itself. Now, some of you here might have seen the screen before. Some of you here might have seen Odoo before. This is Odoo. This is what we have built rigorously, and this is the 18th version of Odoo. This is where we will be focusing our demo today. Now here you'll see a bunch of operations, right? They're already pre-estimated, pre-downloaded just for the sake of this demo, but obviously we'll be focusing on our core concept, which is inventory. Now, like I said, other operations link seamlessly with inventory as they should, as they do in real life. Logistics has automatic relations with purchase, procurement. Inventory, moving out of inventory is obviously automatic relationship with sales. When you want and if you want, you have people reaching out to you from Odoo's end. But when you sign up for this system, just make sure that you reach out to them and you ask them how these operations link with inventory itself as well. We'll focus obviously primarily on inventory as of today only. So if I click inventory, I get a bit of a dashboard. What does this dashboard represent to me? This is where all of your inventory-based operations lie. So any core concept of a tangible product has three main operations from an inventory format: receivables, movement of your stock within your inventory system itself, and delivery. The rest are all add-ons. So I set up manufacturing and resupply as well if you have those in line. This and your great concept is it's your information, so I can be changing different kinds of operations depending on my warehouse, depending on my locations, and then see what kind of operation is relevant for it as of today. All right, so what am I supposed to be receiving today? 6 to receive. How many of them are late? How many of them are active in operations? This exact same information tab I can also get to see here within these. So if I click receivables, receipts, this is any and all receivables that is up and coming from my inventory stock statement for me to manage them. So if I click on any of them, let's say for example, the first one, I'm supposed to receive something from wood corner. What am I supposed to receive? 25 units of corner desk. If I click on the lovely validate button, it will validate me receiving 25 units. How do you know you received 25 units? This is your validation process here. This is where if you've ordered, your procurement team or you have ordered 25 units, this is where you make sure and manage your receivables. So this is where I can be like, hey, technically I ordered 25, but I only received 20. So if I click on validate then, Odoo tells me something's wrong. Less products than the initial demand. So if you send out a purchase order for 25 products and you received only 20, for any reason 5 of them are broken or they need to be sent back or you didn't even receive 5 of them, Odoo mentions your first discrepancy format of validation of the quantity of products you are supposed to input into your stock. This is our first version of managing the stock discrepancies. So if I go back and I mentioned that no, I actually did receive 25 units and I validated with my own eyes, I received 25 units. I click validate. Now it's officially within my inventory and it's away from the receivable operations. Whenever this happens, a smart button pops up on the main screen. When I click on it, moves. This is where it mentions to be the history of movement from where I received the product and where it's moving to. So this product has been validated with warehouse internal receivable number 11. I received 20 of these and 5 of these because I made an iteration, 20 receive and then 5 added on later. Into where? Into my warehouse stock. Perfect. Now, once within my stock, I can also define the location of this product. Where do I want this product to be stored for my location tracking purposes? And if I go into our lovely reporting page and I click on stock, I will see all of my products that are available as of now within my stock statement. Now, the best concept that I love to display here is Odoo's a smart system. Odoo's an optimized system. So the way we format things is if it's a tangible product, it has to go through 4 displays of information. On hand, how many do you have them as of today? Free to use, how many of them are able to be used? Why? Is because you have an iteration of incoming, what you're supposed to be receiving from purchase, and outgoing, what you are supposed to be delivering to a customer. So on hand, so I'll give you a quick example. Let's say cabinet with doors. If I pick cabinet with doors, even though on hand I have 33, technically I can only use 16 of them. Why? Is because 17 of them are waiting for delivery. Now, on every stock page, I also have their history tab. So if I click on their history, I get to see all of the movement of the product officially, when it's been moving in and out of my inventory and where it is. Any movement of my product, I can get to see it within stock. Locations is in the name. If I've defined this product in a specific location within my inventory, I click on that and I get to see the location itself within the inventory. And then the lovely part for helping me with discrepancies, forecast. Because in Odoo, we can check, depending on, again, because all this information is within the system itself, of the receivables, the lead times, and what is coming in and going out. So Odoo defines for us that warehouse delivery orders, remember, there's 17 of them going out. So these 3 are what's supposed to be meant out and to which customer, depending on which sales order. So your sales teams, your delivery team, your inventory management team, everyone has information right in front of them in terms of where the product is and where it's going. This again is displayed to me within product itself as well. So if I go back and if I click on customizable desk, I get to see the product page or what the product is, and then every smart option related to the product. So again, the forecast page pops up for me. I look at the forecast page. I see all the product coming in and going out. Only for customizable desk, I get to see how many has been sold, how many has been purchased, and now this is individual for all the products, including, again, managing the in and out of the product itself. So at what point of time did it come in? At what point of time did it leave? So here on this page, you'll see all of this, contractly updated. If you're doing a physical inventory check, from where to when to how. Odoo keeps a track of all of this with a dedicated page mentioning all the information that's relevant to it. Amazing. The biggest part of our conversation today lies here, physical inventory. Now that I know that I am the validation process of checking in the stock into my system, so I know what's coming in. If a delivery order has been made, I know what's going out. Odoo's reminding me and my delivery team of what's going out. So right here, deliveries, what's meant to be going out, including generating for us lovely picking slips, delivery slips, packing slips, and labels to put on the product itself. So this is again what I'm managing the entire cycle straight through Odoo itself. With that concept, if I know what's coming in and if Odoo is defining to me what's going out, then I also have the physical inventory tab, which is what do I have in my inventory as of today, right here and right now. What do I have available and where things are moving? Let's say you come back every month at the end of every Q and you want to do a bit of adjustment, make sure that what you have in inventory is actually validated and is confirmed to be available. You do come here nothing more and you come on physical inventory with permissions, of course, only. You can come by and say if you had 50 of customizable desk in white, right now you have 48. So Odoo again defines the difference, 48. Why is there a difference? When I click apply, the difference is made and now I have 48 units. Why do I have 48 units? Is because I came out and I mentioned that 2 of them were reduced from the stock and in a physical inventory adjustment came and done by who and for what reason. So this is again for your internal process workflow where you can match and confirm with all information within the system itself just to manage the coming in and the going out. Perfect. Amazing. And then we have this very lovely concept called replenishment. People give it a name, replenishment, reordering rule. This is where I can define products to the system and I can mention to the system itself, hey, I'm supposed to be receiving this product and at a given point of time, this is the minimum and the maximum that the product can be within my inventory. Once this is set up, again, Odoo can manage and track as an automated way of your receivable of products depending on how many should be always available within your stock. Amazing. And then, of course, now we go back to the reporting format of how do I get all this information. Just quickly before that, all of these things that I do and define to here, our team and you guys can configure in terms of automations of movement of inventory right through the configuration itself. I'll quickly touch on them because they're a little bit, not complex per se, but a little bit requires logical setup. Warehouses is your parent location where you will have your entire location, sub-locations within your parent warehouse. That's locations. Operations types is the type of movements that happen for your products stock physically. Routes is how your product moves between different operations. So you can predefine routes to move, for example, for a customer, move them from warehouse stock to delivery order location and then delivery order location to customer location or a resupply or drop ship or manufacture. This is where I can set up those routes. Storage categories is the type of movement you would like for the locations to have. This is where we do our formatting of how things move within system between having the higher frequencies, obviously, and then the concept of FIFO, LIFO, average movements. All right. And then put away rules. Put away rules is basically where I can define once I receive this product should always be within that corner of my warehouse or within that location only. So then when you receive it to the stock keeping team, it mentions to them, please move this product only to that location. Amazing. And if I go back here to my reporting formats, now I can again get to see what's available, defining depending on locations. And I can rigorously filter this down for as much information as I want to see. So what's only available in stock shelf 2, only these 2 products are available in stock shelf 2. If I want to filter them down by a package type, a location type, a product category type, I can as well. And then I can have multiple different filtration processes of managing my stock on its own. And then, of course, this is where we're here, is the moves history. So how I define the product movement between where it is and where it's going to be. Odoo will define all this for us. So your entire team and their history of movement and who's come and done what is defined to you straight to the system itself. So for example, remember the desk that we moved around and we made it 2? I believe it was called desk, right? Desk as a product. Ta-da, customizer desk pops up. Any other name that has desk as well. And it mentions 2, at what time, at what frame. And if I click on it, I go back into who came and did it. And why did they move it from physical inventory adjustments. So my histories of movement is also defined within the system itself. Moves analysis. Now this is a bit of techie stuff where basically we can understand and see how the movement is happening within the system in terms of the product movement for the specific locations and how they're moving. And again, all of this concept is coming from the system itself, which is live. So if I click on them, I get to see their live formats of how their movement is happening. And then of course, the big part, if you're linking purchase orders within Odoo itself, then here, knowing that how much I've spent for my stock coming in, Odoo also has a stock valuation system where they can define weighted average or other different formats of keeping and managing your valuation of your stock. Perfect. Very good. And now, honestly, there's so much more, but the gist is understanding of your product itself. This is where you will lie if you're using Odoo. You click a product, you have all these smart button options available. It's taking information live from the system within itself. You click on this, you get to see your forecast reports of the movement of your product coming in and going out. And then of course, everything that relates back to it. So an in and out checkery movement of how it came in to where it's going out, and then a full transactional traceability report, all the way going back upwards to mention how you got the product, where it's come from, what's your number, what lot number to where it is right now. All right, very good. Now, I know we have done that, so let's see. There are some questions that I believe already popped up while I was doing the demonstration, but if anyone else wants, I'll give it 2 minutes. If you guys can, write down your questions, please. Okay, we use Odoo when we had a major issue with negative stock. Odoo allows you to physically ship stock that doesn't exist. So we do have that concept, which is negative stocks. Again, it's more of a business situational question. And this defines business to business. Some businesses can procure without having to mention it to Odoo and then send it out. Some businesses want to lock it. You do have a locked formation in the settings. If you want, you can check into that. Or, of course, if you also have an account manager that's dedicated from Odoo, you can live with this question with them as well. Because it depends business to business. I deal with some businesses who do not want to lock delivery orders. They might resupply from someone else and then provide it to the customer with their name. So in that format, locking is a different perspective that other businesses use. How can I enter stock backdated? And depends on how far. So you can have the import formats of the backdate on mostly what we like is opening stock statements, because we can know the trajectory of those movements of stock. And then we move on to how those stocks are moving. Having them always be backdated is also a concept of if there's any movements, we also need to know the locations and the movements within the system itself. This import. How to let the expiry date pop up in the Kanban view. The expiry date in the Kanban view, I believe we can do it from the studio field, but if you want, I'll test it as well. Abdulzaki. If you can, reach out to us at odoo.com/help, and one of my lovely colleagues will help you there as well. Yes, Kanban of product. Kanban of product, it might be a studio view. Into Kanban, I will have to check if it's available within Kanban itself or not, because I have never done it myself. Here, mentioning here, the expiry stock statement, the expiry number. If any product is expiry, then we can have the expiration date, which defines all the expiry formats for within this product itself. But I am not sure if it's available within the Kanban view itself. I can have it though. Let's see in the list view and add it as a custom field within the list view. So if not the Kanban view, just try to put it in the list view. Okay, I'll give it another minute. I guess that's that from everyone. Thank you for your time, everyone, today. I hope this was knowledgeable. I hope you guys enjoyed. And we are always ready and available to help you guys whenever you want. We're literally just 2 simple letters away, odoo.com. Always reach out to us. We're more than happy to help. And I hope you enjoyed today's webinar. And then if God willing, we will definitely meet soon, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.